Hello everybody, my name is Jay, and welcome to the first official video of Bassnerd. What is a Bassnerd? Well, that's kind of what I am. Fishing hat, sell the t-shirt. I'm a Bassnerd. I grew up in the outdoors. I grew up fishing. It is a very deep and important part of who I am. Equally deep and as important a part of who I am is all things nerdy. Action figures, as you can see in the background here, anime, comic books, movies, video games. I love it all. So, this channel, what is it going to be? It's going to be a mixed bag of things. I'll probably be doing some anime reviews here and there. Probably not a ton, but I will do some video game playthroughs, video game reviews, action figure reviews. Excited for that part actually a lot. I also tinker with RPG Maker, so I might do some tutorials. I can talk on that. I've been learning a lot. I've been messing with RPG Maker VX a lot lately, and pretty excited about that. Also, I do a lot of, let me go and show you here, like my Godzilla here, these buildings, I made those. So probably do some tutorials and stuff like that, you know, making some dios and little accessories. I'm not a master by any means. There are people out there that are amazing, but I have picked up a few things that I'd like to share. So this is Bassnerd. And what better thing to introduce in this, well, not introduce, talk about in my very first video, but we just got some grand news a week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, at E3, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am excited. Oh my god, I'm excited. Though cautiously optimistic. Why am I cautious? They're changing a lot, and most of the things that they'll probably be changing, I'm okay with. Voiceovers, I'm fine with. I know that they'll probably get some good voice actors. I really hope that Cloud isn't as brooding as he is in later. I mean, I understand, like in Advent Children, he was brooding. He had a lot of crap on his mind. Of course, he's going to be brooding. He's, you know, he feels like he failed. Even though they won, he feels like he failed, and I get that. But in the game, he really wasn't that brooding character that we see later on, and I really hope that they stick to that. Also, the battle system, they're changing it, and I'm okay with that. You know, I understand that ATB and turn-based battle systems just aren't the norm anymore so much. And I really hope, though, that because in an ATB like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 6, Chrono Trigger, you had full control over the party, and I think that added something to it that really let you feel like you were there with these characters because you controlled every single character. And I really felt like that added something to it. And I really hope that they managed to keep that. Another thing I'm really hoping that they keep is the cinematic summons. You know, I want to see Bahamut come in, tear shit up, then go away. You know, just beautiful, epic, 30-second cinematic or less. And they can make him go away a lot cooler than just disappearing. I'd be okay with it. I'd actually prefer that. But that's what I want to see from the summons. It's just this awesome, epic cutscene. They come in, do their thing, and then they're gone. So, in light of that, I came up with this short list, a couple games that I would like to see remade and or remastered. First of which, Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX remastered, not remade. I don't need voiceovers. My fiance and I are actually playing the game right now. She's about a couple hours into disc 3. First time playing the game, she's loving it, absolutely loving it. And I don't want it. That doesn't need a remake. It needs a remaster. It needs to be prettier because especially now on an HD TV, when you take that game, and it's ironic because my son and I my fiance and I are playing Final Fantasy IX. My son and I are playing Chrono Trigger. Pardon me. And Chrono Trigger, even though it was a 16-bit game, and I have the PlayStation 1 version on my PS3, when blown up, it still looks the same. It doesn't really get all that pixelated. Final Fantasy IX, when you blow it up onto a big HD TV, it gets very pixelated. It definitely looks smaller or better on a smaller screen. So, remaster Final Fantasy IX, put it on PlayStation Network, on PlayStation Store for 15, 20 bucks. I don't really care. 30 bucks. I would buy it. I would enjoy the hell out of it. I know a lot of people would. Another game that needs a remake, and I don't know how many people remember this game, Bushido Blade. Bushido Blade. Do you remember this? I hope you do, because I remember Bushido Blade is a sword fighting game. It came out. It was produced by Squaresoft back in the day. It came out on the PlayStation 1. Bushido Blade 1 and 2. 2 was better. It was a little bit faster paced. But it was a fighting game in which you fought with swords, or there were some spears and stuff, Yari and Naginata, Naginata. But it wasn't craziness. It wasn't jumping 10 feet in the air and doing like 1,000 hits in a second. It was very realistic, and one lethal hit kill. I remember me and my best friend James back when we were 12 years old playing this game, playing Bushido Blade 2, and we just got to the point after hours and hours of play that we would just run towards each other, and it would just be this clash of steel, and you would just hear for like 30 seconds just the swords deflecting off of each other, and then all of a sudden somebody would just die. First hit, somebody gets the freaking sword through their head, and they're done. It really was awesome, and I would love to see that game brought back, modern gen systems, beautiful graphics, maybe more control over the sword play. I don't know how they would do that and still allow you the freedom of movement, kind of like Raiden for Metal Gear, where you could swing the analog or move the analog and you swing the sword in that direction. Something similar, but you have to find a way to do it without restricting the three-dimensional movement. So Bushido Blade is definitely one that I would love to see remade. What games would you like to see remade or remastered? I do have more games I'd like to see, but I'm going to keep this video short. It's the first video. But stay tuned. It's like I said, it's going to be a mixed bag of all things nerdy. We'll have some tutorials and maybe some footage of me making stuff like what I've got back here, and reviews of every nature than what you could probably imagine. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much.